In this video, we battle strong winds as we explore around Staniel Cay and the Exumas. This season of Sailing Doodles features Taylor and Bobby as we set sail for the Caribbean with our two Labradoodles, Maverick and Goose. In the previous video, we showed you the most beautiful spot in the Bahamas, Waterick Wells. And then we set off south in rough conditions for Cambridge Key. The winds over the next few days were expected to be 30 to 50 knots, so we settled in for that. So it was a pretty nice night on this mooring here, nice and secure, no problems. Kind of a lazy day today because it's still blowing 25, 30 knots out there. Today so far, peak wind has been 36. Overnight though, we saw 44 on the peak wind. And it's supposed to get up to, possibly 50 knot gusts tonight. So we're kind of hunkered in place. Taylor's editing, I'm editing.
Just a work day.
It's a work day, not much going on. Yeah, that's true. The winds continue to strengthen all day. It's blowing 30 knots out here right now, but it's about to get dark and I don't want to do it after dark. So we got to take these guys here for a walk. Just so they don't have to hold it too long. I mean, they're gonna have to hold it like 12 hours because I'm not gonna take them before dawn tomorrow. I think it's supposed to get even worse tonight, but then by morning should be letting up, I hope. So anyway, so we're gonna go take them ashore. It'll be a wet dinghy ride, I'm sure. Well, I shouldn't have taken a shower before that because now I just gotta rinse off again. But the things we do for our boys. Now they're wet dogs. Alright, we're bored. We're tired of being here, tired of this wind. It's still blowing 27.8.
But we're saying heck it.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Go down to Staniel Cay, get some civilization. We're almost out of fresh food anyway. So we put up the enclosure on the side where we're expecting all the wind, and we'll get out of here. It's kind of a narrow little pass. Hopefully you shouldn't have any problems. 25, 30 knots of wind is not that bad. You guys ready to go for a sail? Yeah, you want to go sailing?
Look at those, look like happy bombs. Goose, you ready? Yeah, you are. You too, Mav. Still pretty windy out here.
A little nerve-wracking here. It's just Bahamas are so shallow.
What's the depth?
Well, right now we got 10 feet, but up here is a really shallow spot. We were waiting for high tide to get out of here because it says 5.5 feet on the chart, but we should have 2.5 feet of tide right now, so we should be fine. And we should clear it by 1.5 feet, but it's still a little nerve-wracking. All right, so we go down to 1.2 feet below the keel, which is a little nerve-wracking.
We've done it before.
I know, we're supposed to have 1.5 feet, so 1.2 feet is close enough. We're supposed to do it, but it's knowing it's supposed to happen and it actually happening, because both these charts read different things. I'm kind of interpolating down the middle. Because of the shallow depths, it was a 10-mile run down the windward side of the island chain. These two little islands right here, they're the Rocky Dungeons. Apparently there's some pretty cool caves under there, some grottos where you can swim in and all that. But there's no way we're going in there right now.
Oh, that was a big wave.
Yeah, it's a little rough out here. I think anybody trying to go in those caves right now would be killed. We made it to Staniel Cay. This is actually Little Major Key. It's where Pig Beach actually is right there. obviously we got to pick a different beach to take the dogs ashore when we walk them. Staniel Cay's over the rise there. It's a dinghy ride over. We're gonna go check it out here in a little bit. It might be a little wet. I don't know, we'll see. But take the dogs for Staniel Cay Yacht Club, grab a beer there and check things out.
The first order of business was to get the dogs ashore to a place affectionately known as Cruisers Beach. And then we bundled up for a wet ride around to Staniel Cay.
Made it to Staniel Cay. This is kind of like the dinghy area. Pretty high tide right now. There's not any other boats in because it's such a long dinghy ride in the wet. She's still recovering, I believe.
I have so much salt water in my eyes.
She was crying. Her makeup was running. Looked great. All right, let's go take them for a walk and grab a cold beer and maybe a snack. So this is the hospital, just a clinic. Hopefully, I've never had to go there. Hopefully I don't have to. They got these little like Airbnb type things that are really cool.
When there's a strong wind from anywhere but east, the marina makes all the boats leave the dock for safety reasons. There was one boat left there, but it was disabled.
It's very empty right now because it's very windy and nobody's here. But this is like the fish cleaning station, so that's where the sharks hang out. What do you think, Maverick? You want to go jump in it? Expensive place. We had 3 drinks and chicken wings that were 6 chicken wings that were okay, $47 including tip tax. Wow.
What else is new? It's the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Sad, but it's the reality of islands.
All you people that make fun of me for loading up all that booze on the boat and everything, that's why. Is because, you know, the wings are $12. We got 3 drinks that were like $35 for 3 drinks. Good, come on.
Time for the rough ride back.
It should be a lot better on the way back, though.
It is pretty though. He got size 35 shorts that are way too big for him. He needs a belt.
The thing said 32s. I didn't look at the thing on the tag. That's
He just gathers clothes and buys them without trying them on.
well, the thing on the hanger said 32s.
You can never trust it. That's why you try it on.
Well, this is one of those times when it'd be nice to have a third crew member just to help film. We moved the boat. We were in the Anchorage over there. It's just on the west side of Big Majors, but there's supposed to be pretty strong west wind coming this afternoon, and then shifting around north, and then just clocking all the way around back to east. So it's south right now. It's getting a little rolly over there. So we moved over here to this spot. So a lot of the other people have had the same idea. More people have joined us here. We left at the early morning tide to. Because all our charts say different things, unfortunately. Like our Navionics say different than our Garmin and say different than the Explorer charts. So I just kind of split the difference on all of them, and I take the safer route. We've got this foot pedal for the windlass. And unfortunately, it's been intermittent. You have to find the sweet spot on the button to get it to push. Well, it's finally stopped working. I pulled it apart here, and I just got a jumper wire and basically jumpered it together to make it work. I'm gonna have to replace the foot button thing. I don't know if there's any spares on the boat. Our dinghy motor has a electric start, but the starter's not working, so I'm just gonna take the intermittent switch off of that and put it on here so that I can choose it with my hand to at least be able to get the windlass moving up and down on demand. So here is my dinghy starter switch, and I hold it. There we go, works. And when I'm not using it, I'm just gonna stuff it back down in its hole here, and I'll put plastic on it and a rubber band to keep it waterproof.
With the winds calmed down somewhat, it was time to go exploring in the dinghy.
Since we don't have a real Christmas tree on the boat, I thought it would be nice to check out this little rock Christmas tree that was made on top of the cliff. Well, it feels weird to not have snow for my first Christmas away from home. We've got Christmas lights and I dressed in some red and white. Bobby's got some fancy attire over
I'm
there.
working here, trying to upload a video for you guys for Christmas.
Well, I'm gonna start trying to attempt to cook Christmas dinner for the first time, so wish me luck. We have a masterpiece.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm excited to eat it.
It's kind of a hodgepodge of random stuff. I'm gonna call this a success because I didn't actually really burn anything.
Looks great.
So
Thank you all for watching, and if you're enjoying the videos, it'll help us out if you click that subscribe button. And we also want to thank our patrons for making this channel possible. They get extra content like videos just for them.